Our product index is working as expected with the product controller. So now let's work on creating a product. We will copy as is the product index, paste it one time. We will modify this to product create. Inside the getAction method, we do not have to do anything. We will just return back to the view where we will ask the user for all the input. That being said, let's create this view. So we'll copy this, right click, add view. We'll go with the empty view. Let's paste that. And here we need to write some HTML and CSS. Now, rather than spending time on creating a form, adding validations using the ASP validation summary and label, I have provided all of that inside snippets. For section 4, we have the product create view. We can copy this and paste it directly here. That way we don't waste our time in writing the basics of .NET Core and focus more on microservices. So right here we have the model at the top, which is a single product DTO and not an enumerable. And inside the form action, we say we have to go to the create action. But if you examine, the name that we are using is product create, so make sure to update that. Then if you check inside the main row, we have validation summary, we have name, next we are asking for category name, description, image URL, and price. After that, we have two links here, one to go back to the list, and the next one is to submit the form. We have the validation scripts partial, looks good. Let me run the application and see how this looks. We will go to our product, and in there we have create new product. Now when we click here, it is taking us to create. So we need to fix that real quick. Let me go to the index view, inside product, product index. This will be product create. Let's save this, go back and refresh, and perfect. Let's click here. Great. We can see the create product is looking good with all of the details here. If we go back to the product create, I'll just change this to primary. That looks much better. Perfect. And create, I will change that to success. So with that, what happens when you populate the details and hit the create button? We have not configured that, but we had the validation for price. It has to be between 1 to 1000. We had the range validation, so you can see that is working. Let's add the post action method inside the product controller. Let me copy this and paste it one more time. We will change that to product create. And here it will be HTTP post. Let me stop the application. And with that, we have the validate anti-forgery token. When we post that, we will be getting the product DTO. We will call that as model, and we have to pass that model to the product service. So I do not need this list here. I can remove this. And then we will be calling the create. So we have create product async, and here we will again receive the response DTO, but inside the parameter, we will have to pass the product DTO, which is inside model. Once we retrieve the result, and if it is successful, we will just return redirect to action, and we want to redirect to the name of, we have the index action. It's not index, it should be product index. Let me copy and paste that right here. If this was not successful, we will return back to the view with the same model. Now here you can check if the model state is valid or not as well. So you can say if model state dot is valid, only then proceed further. I have those validations in the client side, but it does not harm to check both the sides. With that, let's try to create a product. Of course, right now we'll be entering all dummy data. And great, you can see our product has been created. In the next video, let's try to update the product that we just created.